Welcome to the cooking show. Today we'll be making, I'm not sure, so let the star chef say.
Today we're making zucchini noodles with some mushrooms, sun-dried tomatoes, and spinach. So
Some heavy whipped cream. We have parm cheese, butter.
So these are our ingredients for today. This is our zucchini that we're gonna be turning into noodles. We have some pine nuts. We have our sun-dried tomatoes, baby spinach, some cream, some Parmesan, garlic, mushrooms, and some butter. Okay, there you go.
Straight from the clove.
So this is a healthier alternative to pasta. And it tastes pretty good once you get used to it. You can use zucchini, you can use yellow squash. You know what, Benjamin? We actually have some asparagus. So let me get that too, because we're gonna put some asparagus in here. This is a good recipe to get all of your vegetables in.
The most thing, what my mom likes to add, I think, it's called pancetta. So if you like to add that too, then go ahead. We forgot to buy it.
Usually I add pancetta to this recipe. You could add chicken, you could add bacon, you could add whatever. Today we're actually doing meatless, so it's just gonna be veggies.
Right, and that still tastes pretty okay. Tastes delicious.
So let's actually put all of our vegetables separate over here. You need to move back and you need to give space, Benji, because you're on top, you're too close.
Sorry.
All right.
Marisol Maker is watching.
All right, so we have our asparagus here. One of the things that I usually do with the asparagus as well.
Thank you, Marisol.
You can actually turn the asparagus itself, into noodles. You can use this, or if you have a spiralizer, and it comes out really thin, but it'll come out just like another type of noodle, as you guys see. Or you can cut it in chunks, however you like. So this is one way to do it.
We're doing noodles with these?
Yeah. Okay. As you can see, it's very simple to just slice it this way. See how easily that comes out? Let's put these here. This asparagus, I had to use it today because it was literally already about to go bad if I waited another couple of days. So just trying to get creative on different ways to include veggies
Emma and
in our dish. So for whoever just joined us, we're making zucchini noodles, but we're also adding asparagus, sun-dried tomatoes, baby spinach, mushrooms, pine nuts, and it's gonna be like a garlic cream sauce at the end. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just getting our asparagus and I'm turning these into noodles as well. This is the tool that I'm using. You can use a spiralizer if you have one. To me, this is just easier and quicker to just do it this way. You could also use this and do it with carrots. You could do it with yellow squash. Whenever I make this dish, I usually use yellow squash and zucchini, and it's like a nice blend. When you go to Publix, they sell these already, the zucchini noodles already pre-cut for you in like a little container where the produce is. So if you don't feel like cutting it yourself, you could always do it that way, but this is another option for you as well. Okay, so you can see our asparagus is coming out nice. Little noodles. No,
I can't spiralize zucchini.
This is not something that I would give to kids to do because this tool is actually very sharp, and if they put their fingers in the wrong place, they can cut themselves. So my cameraman today, he's just going to be filming. He's not going to be cutting. Okay, just depends on how much asparagus you want to use. I think we're getting to the point where we're getting a good amount here. Once this comes together in the end, you're gonna see how tasty it is. And my son loves it. It's a lot of veggies. Like I said before, you could add chicken to it. You can add pancetta. You can add prosciutto. You can add bacon. Or you can do the version that we're doing today, which is with no meat. All right, so here we go. We're slicing our asparagus. Also, when you slice it this thin, it also, for people who don't really like asparagus, it also takes, kind of masks the flavor a little bit since it's so thin. All right, I think that's a good amount for now. Let me do maybe like 2 or 3 more, and that's about it. Because the majority of this is gonna be our zucchini noodles. All right, here we go. Now, another good thing about this, I don't think that you would be able to use the spiralizer on the asparagus. You'd have to use this. So that's another pro to use this rather than a spiralizer. You can get this at any Target, Walmart, whatever store. All right, so that's a good amount for now. So we're gonna put that separate. In the meantime, let's put this back on here. Okay, and then move this over. Now for our zucchini, we're gonna go ahead, cut off the ends, cut off this end. This is gonna be our substitute for pasta. Instead of using pasta, we're gonna use our zucchini. If you have a spiralizer, put it through that. It's much faster. Otherwise, you can use this.
Viviana's
and you're just going to, hi Viviana. You're just gonna, you see how it comes out in like little shreds like this? It's gonna be like noodles at the end. So here you go. I hope you guys can see that okay, how it's coming out. This is zucchini. You can also do this to squash. You can do it to asparagus like I just did. You can do it to carrots. We're gonna do like a garlic cream sauce, but if you were to put this with a red sauce like marinara, I guarantee you cannot tell the difference between the pasta and this. I mean, it tastes just as good. And it's a fraction of the carbs that you would have in regular pasta. Now, the only thing is,
Chris is watching.
You might be hungry in a couple of hours. So if you're the type of person that really needs a hearty meal, probably eat this later so that you go to bed, not that late. You're not hungry, because it is all veggies. So far we have our asparagus that we used and our zucchini. Here we go. We've used 1 zucchini so far. We're going to cut off the ends and just keep spiralizing these, turning them into noodles basically. I think my sister gave me this a long time ago so that I could use it on my veggies. It's pretty neat. It's really fast. Doesn't really make a mess. All right. Once it gets to the point where it's just the seeds already, that's when you know you're done. So cut that one. Cut this one. Benji, leave it alone because that's making a lot of noise.
I'm trying to peel it for you for later.
All right. So here we go. Hope you guys can see that okay. You can do this, like I said, with any type of vegetable. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and cut all of them. This was 1 pack. I think the pack brought like 5 of them. Sometimes they get stuck. You can just pull them out. We are making, this is actually one of Jeremy's favorite dishes. It's a pasta with a garlic cream sauce, pine nuts, sun-dried tomatoes, mushrooms, spinach, and I'm not putting any chicken or any meat in it today, but you could do pancetta, you could do chicken, bacon. All right, this is getting to the end right here. You can tell because it's like flimsy already. And then last one. In the meantime, let me go ahead and heat up my pan because we're actually gonna toast the pine nuts first. So let's put that up on high heat. These are pine nuts. Okay, you guys have never bought them before. I usually buy the box or the bag, but Publix was out today when I went, so I went to the spice section and they sell these over there too. These give your pasta like a nice little crunch. They're really good, but I like to toast them first, so let's heat this up so we can toast them. All right, so back to cutting the noodles. Come around, Benji. As you can see, we're turning these into the noodles that we're going to use for our dish.
Hi, Maria.
Pasta. Hi, Maria. Okay. Alexa, next. We have some music in the background, but I wasn't digging that one. All right, this one's about done as well. All right, so this is gonna be our pasta. We have some asparagus that we shredded. We have our zucchini noodles here. We're about to toast our pine nuts that we have over there. Let's start cleaning up our little workstation a little bit so we have more space in the end. Let's toss these out. Okay, these were the tips that I was gonna get rid of. All right. You don't have to film me filling this out. Keep it over there. As always, we have our trusted food taster down there waiting for us to drop something. She's always there. Sometimes
Sassy.
you guys don't see her, but she eats green peppers, she eats onions, she eats mushrooms, she eats whatever falls on the floor. And since we cook a lot with onion and green peppers, she's basically the sofrito dog.
That's what we call her, sofrita.
He's not getting me. No, he's not. All right. Now, I think our pan is hot enough. It's pretty hot.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's just put a little bit of butter. Angie, move back, honey. You need to keep the camera in one place.
I am.
Okay.
Thank you, Maria.
We're gonna put a little bit of butter.
I love my mom's cooking too. It's delicious.
Just to toast the pine nuts a little bit. Déjalo. Déjalo, Benji.
Wendy's watching.
Hi, Wendy. All right. So here we go. We're gonna make sure the butter gets all around. This is a dish that gets completed very, very quickly because this time we're not cooking any chicken, we're not cooking any meat to go in it, and it's all veggies. In the meantime, let's also start our sauce that we're gonna put back here. So let's put this up. Now for our sauce to thicken, we're also gonna put a little bit of butter like we did last time. Okay, and some flour. All right, when that melts, we'll get ready.
We're gonna roast these.
All right, so here we go. We're not gonna use the whole amount, but probably about half of this is good. And we're just gonna let them start to toast a little bit before we add the rest of our ingredients. These give your pasta like a nice little crunch. I love them. If you've never used pine nuts before, they're not as crunchy. They're not as crunchy as peanuts or like almonds or cashews or anything. They're actually like much more mild, but they're delicious and they give it a nice little
Wendy,
crunch.
we're making a all vegetable zucchini and asparagus spiraled pasta
with sun-dried tomatoes, mushrooms, spinach, garlic, and a nice cream sauce. All right, so we're gonna let that toast a little bit here. And then in the meantime, let's continue over here with our noodles. Okay, this can be put away. Now, can you leave that alone, please?
pine nuts are good.
All right, so now let's go ahead and cut up some of our garlic for our sauce that we're gonna make.
My mom has
We're
a
pretty
technique.
much done with this already, so.
My mom has a technique of cutting garlic.
Yeah.
You know how you have
Where
to.
did I put my knife?
You know how you have to peel
No, not that one.
the walnut?
The bigger knife.
Well, my mom has a technique that she will show you. Yes, they are very good, Wendy.
So we're
She
just gonna
crushes it.
Smash it a little bit. This helps to take off the outer covering rather than sitting here forever peeling it. You see how easily it comes off? There you go. Whole thing. Same thing for this piece over here. The whole thing. Benji, mi amor.
I know.
The whole thing comes off. Right? For the sauce, I'm probably going to put about 2 cloves of garlic. So there's one. And let's get another big one over here. This is a good one. All right, so smash it. Here it is, comes off. All right, this is gonna be for our sauce. So we're just gonna chop that. To anybody who just came in, guys, we're making a zucchini noodle pasta. Instead of using regular pasta, we're using zucchini. We turned it into our noodles. As you can see, it's pretty thin. And we also did the same for asparagus. You see some of the asparagus. Well, this one's kind of thick, so let's not use that one. But this is what it came out like. This is asparagus right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as you can see, our pine nuts are toasted very quickly. Whew, a little bit too quickly, but I came back. All right. Let's separate them into a different plate. They're a little darker than I would have wanted, but it's okay. All right. Now let's cook our pasta.
Smells like popcorn up in here.
All right. We're going to start with a little bit of olive oil. Let's lower the heat on this. Leave it, Benjamin, please, honey.
Just trying.
All right. About a tablespoon of butter and about a tablespoon of flour. Pass me the whisk, Benji.
Whisk.
All right, so we're gonna make this so that our sauce thickens. If you guys remember, if you saw it last time how I did it, you're making a roux just to thicken our garlic sauce. You're gonna mix that all together. And then you're gonna add in the heavy cream.
Wendy, what we used to make the asparagus pretty thin was, I believe it's in here, yes, was this spiraler. If you have a vegetable spiraler, you can use that, but this is also works as well.
Alright, so we're just adding our cream, we're mixing it up.
Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen right now.
You're gonna bring this to a light boil eventually.
Oh, it's hot over here.
Yeah. You're gonna bring that to a light boil. So let's put the temperature up for here.
Wow.
In the meantime, I put
Ileana,
a whole carton of heavy cream for that.
Ileana, we are making spiraled cucumber.
No.
Stop, I'm already on the wrong foot.
We're making zucchini noodles for dinner.
Right, exactly.
And with also spiralized asparagus and sundried tomatoes, mushrooms, spinach, and like a garlic cream sauce.
Pine nuts.
I think Ileana would like this one because right now I don't think she's eating meat. I think she's doing a lot of vegan. So in order to substitute the cream, Ileana, you could just do it with olive oil. Instead of making a cream sauce, just some olive oil, maybe some vegan Parmesan cheese. That would be good too. My sister makes a lot of vegan recipes. She has a dairy allergy and she does not eat meat. So she has introduced us actually to a lot of different types of vegan foods.
Wendy, do you want to see Samsy?
So what I did was just add the garlic. That's going to be for our garlic cream sauce. You're going to let that bring to a boil so that eventually it will thicken. Okay. Now for here, watch out.
She would love this.
We're going to put some olive oil in our pan. Okay. Our pan is very hot. We're going to go ahead and add, let's actually add the mushrooms first. So we're going to chop these up really quick.
Ah. Samsy.
Benji.
Just putting around.
Come around.
Okay.
All right, so we're just gonna chop our mushrooms. I like to cook the mushrooms first.
I do think my grandma would like this. My aunt and my grandma would love to eat this.
This is calling all veggie lovers. Whoever likes a lot of veggies in their food, or if you're trying to put more veggies in your kids' dinners, this is a nice little pasta.
I eat
chop these.
All of this stuff. She is so cute. I eat all of these vegetables here. If I like it, if I don't like it, no matter what, I still eat it.
All right, so whoever just joined us, so far we have asparagus, zucchini, mushrooms. We're gonna put this in our pan so that it starts cooking.
Personally, to me, I don't know anyone who doesn't like mushrooms. They're just so good.
Lots of mushrooms, especially since we're not putting any type of meat or chicken or pancetta, bacon, no prosciutto, nothing in this pasta.
It just looks so perfect. Look at that. It looks so good.
We use regular white mushrooms. You can certainly use any other type of mushroom if you like portobello, if you like cremini mushrooms, whatever you guys prefer.
Imani, are you making this?
All right.
Oh, Jeremy's working, Wendy.
All right, so I'm gonna put a little bit more garlic, chop up some more garlic so we can put in our actual pasta.
I know, right, Wendy? They're so good.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna smash this while our mushrooms are sauteing over there in the pan. There we go.
Just look how perfect it looks.
All right, here we go. This up a little bit.
What time do you think dinner's gonna be? 6:30?
This dish is really quick, so it'll probably be done in the next 10 minutes.
Could be. Imani, are you making this dish? I see you have the zucchinis, asparagus, and mushrooms. Got it.
All right. So anybody who just joined us, we went ahead and we shredded our veggies. The zucchini, the asparagus. I have a little tool for it. It looks like this.
This would be the asparagus.
It looks like this. You can use a spiralizer if you have one of those. That works as well. We have our mushrooms going on over here. It's getting nice and brown. And we have our sauce that is about to come down. Okay. Once you bring it to a boil, lower the heat and leave it like on a simmer. Okay, here's the mushrooms. I want to get these nice and brown. We're gonna add our garlic.
I'm doing some sous chef work over here. Now I gotta cook that food. Just wanna move it a little bit nice.
Ben's doing a great job.
The sauce has heavy whipping cream. How much?
I made a roux first with 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 tablespoon of flour. Then I put about 1 pint of the heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna add some Parmesan to it at the end. And I also put some chopped garlic in there. So we have like a nice little garlic flavor. Let's put a little bit of salt.
Just
and a little bit of salt for the pasta.
You just have to guesstimate a little bit.
Yeah, I think I told you guys in the first episode. I never really measure. I just kind of throw stuff in there.
Look how good that looks, guys.
Alright, so
Just gonna let that cook for a bit. Oh, look at this beautiful cheese.
For our pasta, let's go ahead and put this in the sauce. This is some of our Parmesan that we got earlier. Bring this over here, closer to me.
If you guys could smell this, you'd smell the beauty in the making. You have to know how good it is.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and add that. Add some cheese to it. It's getting nice and thick, pretty much to the consistency of where we want it. Let's put it on low heat so it doesn't boil over. This was just whipping cream, garlic, a roux first off that was made just with the butter and the flour, and then I just added some Parmesan to it and a little bit of salt. I have parsley, which I'll add later. All right, this looks like it's ready. So we're gonna go ahead and add our noodles to it. So Benji, hold this here. Okay. I'll post the sauce. I'll post the whole video once we're done, so whoever wants to see the sauce. But look how nice and thick it came out. This is basically how you want it. It's much thicker. I don't know if you can tell here from the video, but it's not like the.
To me, that kind of looks like pancake batter.
No, it's not pancake batter. That's exactly how you want it.
Yes.
All right, so let's add our noodles.
Yes,
This is what cooks the fastest.
Woo!
Because
All right, I got you here.
noodles are.
I got you, dog.
Mostly water. So no, Benji.
Sorry,
Mostly water.
I moved a little bit too
So
much.
they cook pretty fast. So we're gonna throw all of these in here right now. Let me add the rest of it. All right. This dish is packed with veggies, so no guilt here at all.
Like my mom said, you'll be hungry a few hours later.
Now, I also usually add yellow squash to this Today, what I had was 5 zucchinis, so I just did it off of zucchini, but I tend to also make this dish with yellow squash and half yellow squash, half zucchini. I promise you, even if you don't like veggies, you will like this dish. I promise. This is one of Jeremy's favorites.
That sauce over there smells super good.
Okay, so we're gonna let this cook a little bit.
Just put the cap over.
No, let it cook like that. We're also gonna add our sun-dried tomatoes.
My shield for protect me from any flying oil coming from the pan.
There's no flying oil. There's barely any oil in it.
Well, it was mostly, if I can remember before, what was it? Yeah, there was a little bit of oil in there.
Very little.
Very little, yeah. There's not much fat in this.
Clean up a little bit before we continue.
Not much fat in this.
Oh, I almost forgot my spinach.
Woo!
Put our spinach in here as well. Actually, I want to chop it before I put it in. So, even though this is baby spinach, you want to chop it just so that the bites are smaller. Everybody knows once you put spinach in there, you can put the whole bag and it's going to look like you put 2 pieces of spinach. But I still like to chop it. This is another one that cooks very fast. So just give it a rough chop more or less. Okay, now we'll add this to our dish. Here we go.
Very leafy green.
I know some of you might be thinking, whoa, that's way too many vegetables. I can never eat that. Trust me, this is really good. Just trust me. So far we have our mushrooms, garlic, zucchini noodles, zucchini noodles, asparagus noodles, and some chopped spinach that I just put right here. Okay, as you can see, the spinach starts wilting very quickly. You could put a little bit of Italian seasoning if you wanted to give it like an extra little flavor.
Look how good it looks.
A little bit. I also have basil up there. I have oregano. If you wanted to add a basil or oregano, you could do that. Okay. When you start seeing it come out like this, that's when more or less you know that it's ready. See how the noodles are kind of getting like real
Tomatoes.
flimsy? All right, now we're gonna add our sun-dried tomatoes. This is the one I'm using. You can get this at Publix. They're julienne cut. I also like to, this comes like inside of with herbs and with, you know, oil. I include all of that in here. Some people drain it, but I like the flavor that it has, so I include it. So lots of sun-dried tomatoes. All right, and we're gonna mix all of this so it's like really nicely well incorporated. It smells so good.
If only you could smell it.
This would be like a really nice side dish to go with salmon. If you had like a nice grilled salmon, you can put the salmon on top of this, or you know, if you don't want any meat or fish or anything, you could serve it just like this, which is how we're doing it today.
Man, we should make this with the awesome teriyaki.
This is literally done
Salmon
already.
you
I'm
make.
gonna add our toasted pine nuts that we had toasted earlier. It's gonna give it that nice crunch. Okay.
Like my mom said, a few minutes, like 10 minutes max. It's literally 6:18, better be
Our
6:20.
sauce is pretty much done.
And
well.
we're done basically.
So that was a very quick dinner. As long as you have all the veggies, everything comes together pretty quick. Now with the sauce, just be careful how much you want to put. A little bit goes a long way. You don't have to put the whole thing that you made. And that was like a heavy cream sauce. I promise you, this is so good.
Honestly, when she says so good, she is not lying.
I think that's a good amount of sauce that we put, because if you put too much, then it's just like a soggy soup of vegetables, and it's pretty gross. But this is a good amount.
My mom has made this version with actual spaghetti and chicken. It tastes kind of the same. It's delicious.
All right. So as you guys can see, everything is nicely well incorporated. This is our zucchini noodle pasta. It's made from 5 zucchinis that we turned into noodles. A bunch of asparagus that we also sliced to turn into noodles. We have sun-dried tomatoes, mushrooms, garlic, spinach, and then a homemade garlic cream sauce that we made just with heavy whipping cream, Parmesan cheese, some butter, flour, a little bit of salt. Okay, now the last step, we're gonna lower the heat over here because this is pretty much done. Good job, Benji.
It's pretty much mixed.
Nice. It smells so good. All right, hold this because we have one last step.
I'm not aware of any last steps.
We're gonna put some parsley. I bought some
Oh.
parsley.
Ooh. It's real good now.
This is just for, really more for decoration than anything else.
Still tastes delicious.
I would say from that dish, the only thing that's missing, Benji, you need to focus.
Sorry.
The only thing missing is probably either some chicken or some pancetta.
We are ready to eat too, Wendy.
You could put some garlic bread, some wine, but if you're just really more on the healthy side like we are today, no meat, no garlic bread. Okay, now we will, let me show you what it looks like when we serve it. All right, so, and I put very little salt into this as well. I don't know if you guys saw earlier how much I put. It's barely anything. All right, so
Patricia, we are making a zucchini and an asparagus spiraled spaghetti. It has no meat.
Zucchini noodles with sun-dried tomatoes, mushrooms, garlic, spinach, asparagus, and we're gonna go ahead and put our little topping of our parsley, and last but not least, some fresh Parmesan on top.
It is to die for.
And like I said, this is probably one of Jeremy's favorite, oh, I can't take this off, favorite dishes.
Stinky.
All right, so that's the final
good.
product, guys. It's really good. Let me just give you the rundown of the ingredients one last time. Spiralized zucchini noodles, spiralized asparagus, sun-dried tomatoes, mushrooms, garlic, spinach. You can add chicken, you can add pancetta, you can add bacon, you can add any type of protein that you like. I chose not to add any today. And then for the sauce, we made heavy whipping cream, garlic, Parmesan cheese, and we brought that to a boil, and then we reduced it so that it would thicken. It evaporated basically into a sauce, and we added that into here. So when you mix that together with the sun-dried tomatoes, it comes out to like a really nice, slightly pink color. This is delicious. All right, enjoy, guys. This is our final product right here. Enjoy. Bye.